So, like, what is this? Like a week ago. Ooh, my teeth look so yellow. Ew. But, like a week ago, I don't know why I did that. Like a week ago, it snowed. It's Thursday. Yeah, well, really, it was like Saturday that it snowed, but yeah, so it snowed. But a week ago, before it snowed, there was lines in the sky. Okay. Now, I saw those lines in the sky, and I was like, okay, whatever. And but my Uber driver that I had yesterday, she saw those lines in the sky, and she said, "This weather is fake weather. This snow, it's not real." And then for like anybody else that would like send them down like a rabbit hole somewhere on the internet, but for me, I sat in the back of the Uber and I was like, wow, crazy people. Crazy people really live among us. They really live among us, and like, wow. Like, they really do. And I was just like, I was in awe. Like, they were doing chemtrails or whatever in the sky before the storm because they were seeding the clouds to make this snow. And if you take this snow and you light it on fire and you try to light it on fire and melt it, it won't melt because you can light fire. You're supposed to be able to melt snow with fire, right? You're supposed to be able to do that, right? And then I asked her, because she was looking at me because I don't know how to control my face, so I don't have my glasses on, so this is like a good example. She was like, yeah, you know this snow is fake, right? And I was like, okay. In the back seat on the way to work, I was just like, all right. Because I wasn't gonna just like cause a fuss in the Uber. I gotta get to work first. But she was saying that the snow was fake and all of that. And then she was like, it doesn't burn. And I was like, okay, so what about igloos? Like, do you think igloos are fake? Like, Inuit people, like people that live in the Arctic area, have had igloos since before they started seeding the clouds. Okay, I, first off, I think cloud seeding is real, like kind of, but not how these crazy people think. Um, but yeah, I think there is a chemical that you can put in the clouds to help it rain. That makes a little bit of sense because there's places on the planet like that are very rich, like maybe Saudi Arabia and like the Gulf states, like the rich ones, obviously. They it doesn't rain that much. They might want a little bit of rain. They need to encourage rain because like they don't want famine and all that type of stuff. But whatever. That's not that's not where we're at. Anyways, before they started seeding the clouds, there was people in the Arctic living and chilling. Really, they was just chilling up there, and they had their igloos. And what are the igloos? They made the igloos, right? They had like these ovens basically made out of snow. So tell me, why would they make something out of snow if it would just melt if there's a fire? The answer is that it doesn't just melt right away. Like, that's just not how snow works. Like, that's how snow works in your mind because most of the time when it snows, like the snow you're used to is actually snow that snows at 32 degrees. Like, that's when you think it snows. It's like 32 degrees, 34, 32, 30. Not 15 degree snow. You in the mid Atlantic, you over here on the East Coast, you're not used to 15, 10, 10, 8 degree snow. It usually doesn't snow when it's that cold. We usually get freezing rain and ice and hail and like that stuff at this temperature. And then after it snows, it doesn't stay freezing cold outside. In the Arctic, after it snows, it stays freezing cold. For us, after it snows, it gets warm. It goes from freezing temperature, which is 32 or 0, and it goes to a reasonable temperature. Like Celsius, I guess, what is it, like 10 or 15 or something? And for us, it goes from 32 to 40, 50. Like, it doesn't stay cold. It doesn't stay freezing and below freezing for a long time after it snows. So obviously, the conditions are different. The snow is different than what the snow usually is. But no, people are just crazy. Like, and then she was like, I'm so surprised when people don't believe in this. Like, why are you surprised that I don't believe in what you're talking about when, like, why are you surprised by that? Why are you surprised by me believing in, like, regular science? And then I told her, I was like, don't you think you're maybe missing the forest for the trees? Like, okay, you want to say somebody's poisoning us? Like, point to the AI powered data centers or whatever that's poisoning the water in the air. You don't need to look to these random clouds in the sky to poison it. Like, what's the point in that? That doesn't do anything for anybody. But the AI data centers and all that is something. It's profit. It's money there, right? Like, just putting poison into the sky for no reason, there's no money there. What money are you getting out of there? Like, when they was poisoning the people with Agent Orange or whatever in Vietnam, the moneyed interest there, like the moneyed interest in developing biological weapons for war is obvious, is war. And as America with the war economy, obviously you want to make weapons that are more destructive and more crazy so you can get war forever. So you can have that type of money forever. But just randomly poisoning your citizens for no reason doesn't make sense unless you can make some money out of it. They're not making no money out of poisoning people with snow. Like, and then maybe life would be easier if I could believe that. And then I had like a coworker. Well, I've had multiple coworkers that didn't believe in evolution, and you really just like sit there and you're just like, huh? Like evolution, like it. Don't get me wrong. I'm like a dinosaur nerd. I'm like a prehistorical Earth nerd. Like, I know that stuff. Like, I love that stuff. It's so interesting to me, and it's been interesting to me my entire life. Like, from the first words I could read about dinosaurs, not even read. I was watching the dinosaur show on the Discovery Kids channel and the regular Discovery channel and the Smithsonian channel. I was watching that. And like, not believing in evolution just really confuses me every time. Like, every single time. Okay, fine. You're religious. You don't think humans came from monkeys. Well, let me tell you something. They don't. They don't come from monkeys. Nobody said they ever came from monkeys. You don't listen. That's why you think they come from monkeys. Because you don't listen. Because nobody said they came from monkeys. The chimpanzees and the monkeys, and so you got the chimpanzees, you got monkeys, so you have great apes and humans. Those are who we are the closest related to. And by closest related to, I mean hundreds of millions of years of relationship. Like that is so far in the past, like we are barely related to them. Well, actually, I think it's tens of millions of years for like chimps and bonobos. But it doesn't really matter because that's before humans even existed. Like, so, okay, fine. You believe in the Bible and you believe in that. Like, wouldn't it kind of make sense if, like, you know, people have these big brains and stuff and they had everything? I don't know, because I'm not religious enough to care about that. I think evolution and religion can go together. Like, I really don't think they're separate. I think they can coexist. But, you know, you were never a monkey. You were never a monkey. You literally were never a monkey, and a monkey was never you. The monkeys you live alongside today are not you, and you are not the monkey. And trying to explain to somebody like they, because they always go like, why aren't they evolving now? Like, what do you want me to say? They are. It takes hundreds of thousands of millions of years to evolve. Like, it doesn't just happen. Like, you are a human. You've only been around for maybe 100,000 years. And like, modern humans have been like 300,000 years. Like, to our like modern civilization, like humans with civilizations has only been like 300,000 years or something like that. Not 300,000, 3,000. Not 300,000. 3,000. 3,000. That's it. There, and that's just a blip in time. Literally a blip. But one coworker that was saying this, he doesn't believe that the planet, like, he doesn't, like, I guess believe in like the Big Bang Theory or something. Because he was like, if the earth is that close to the sun, then it would burn up. And then I was like, well, yes, it was hot. It was extremely hot for like 6 billion years or something. Or, well, I think the earth is 6 billion years old. The numbers don't matter. For like at least a billion years of Earth's history, it was super hot. It was just a ball of like lava. And then it cooled down. It got an atmosphere and it cooled down. And then it started raining. And then the whole earth was an ocean. And then after that, it got even things changed, like, literally, because I was like, okay, fine, so if the earth would just melt from the sun, which sounds so dumb, like, why would the earth melt from the sun? Let's use our brains. Why would the earth melt from the sun? First off. Second, if the earth would have melted from the sun, why does Mercury exist? Mercury and Venus are closer to the earth than the earth was to the sun all those billions of years ago that you're talking about. And then I was like, okay, fine. So say that the earth has always been in this perfect condition. What about other planets that have a similar perfect condition to the earth? Do you believe in aliens? Can't even answer about the possibility of aliens. Like, this is why I think religion makes sense. I really do. Well, wait. I think religion is useful, and like, I consider myself like agnostic because everything makes sense to me a little bit, and I just feel like, yeah, there is something else. There's something else. There has to be something else. But I also believe in science. Like, because the people that do this stuff, they believe in science for like 2 things, and then they think the rest of science is wrong. And like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it at all. And then like, back to my Uber driver, she slipped in like they're poisoning the pharmaceuticals or whatever. And I was just like, I was like downstairs in the basement. I was like looking for some books, but I found my diploma because I just leave it. It's just in the basement. It's in a Ziploc bag. My diploma is in a Ziploc bag with my transcript, my cap and gown, and my immunization records, right? And I was reading through my records, and I was like, yeah, like, I got everything. See, I got everything, because you wasn't about to catch me with no diphtheria, no polio, or nothing crazy like that. If it's extinct and everybody don't have it, why should I have it? Why should I even be susceptible to it? I'm getting the shots. My kids getting the shots. My kids' kids getting the shots. Everybody getting their shots. Because I believe in modern medicine. Because literally, the processes that happen in like herbal medicine, like the folk medicine or whatever, is just the like most rudimentary parts of modern medicine. So like the chemical reactions, like literally everything is a chemical, like bacterial, whatever reaction. So if that chemical reaction is happening on a small scale in this situation, and you take it, you put it, and you maximize it and put it in the medicine, like if it's the same thing or like a very similar thing, and like vaccines are so easily explainable. Like, yeah, let me take a little bit of this thing that can kill you and put it in your body so that your body can learn how to fight it because it's so weak. So that if you ever get the real thing that will definitely kill you, if you don't have any medicine, if I give you this little thing that can train you how to do it, then you'll be ready later on. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I would like the shot that trains my body how to fight the thing. I would like that shot. I would like the shot that, like, okay, like that's literally how you learn everything. You learn everything the same way. Why wouldn't your body learn how to fight disease by fighting the little version of the disease? If you can do the easy version, now doing the hard version is just a little bit easier. It's like leveling up. It makes sense. It really makes sense. So I don't get why people walk around acting like that doesn't make sense. And then I go back to it. They don't listen. Every day I realize that a lot of times people are like, I didn't learn this, or they're hiding this from us. They're not teaching this to us. And then you go, oh, actually, you don't pay attention. You don't pay attention. You don't listen. And I'm supposed to take everything you say as fact while you question everything I say when I was paying attention. Like, no. These people are really like crazy. And I just wish they would read a book. I wish they would read a book, and I wish they would learn. And this is all just to encourage learning. And conspiracy theories are fun, but if you get too involved in them, like you're actually crazy. Like, chill, like really just chill. Thank you.